Welcome back, Cody's Auto Diagnostics. Today we are playing around with the CRP129E. Stay tuned. Alright guys, got the Creator hooked up. I'm in my 2006 Toyota Tundra. Excuse me. It auto-detected the vehicle. You can see when it is plugged in, it does charge. I did notice that it did not charge, or it did not come with a charging cable, but it will charge off the vehicle's battery. Hopefully there's not much glare for you guys. It is a double cab, yes. Let's do the health report. So right now it is going through all the modules. It is gathering if there's any DTCs, diagnostic trouble codes, and this is the diagnostic report. What I do like about this, even compared to my Launch, is that you come down here to share. Takes a second. But you're able to send this to your email. So I'll send these to my email, and from there I'm able to print it up and give it to the customer, which I absolutely, it's one thing I do love about this thing. So if you go down through here, looks like we have one code in the ECU for the brake switch AB correlation. So that is something I need to address. Airbag, passenger seat airbag activity mode indicator. Let's go back. So this is something that I do like. It does do the print up, so you can print this up to your customer. It does do the full health report in all the modules. So let's go ahead and go into the ECU and see how good. So there is no bi-directional controls, but there is read codes, clear fault memory, and data stream. Data stream is where all your live PIDs will be. So let's just go down here and we'll go down to something that should have a fast signal to see how good it is. Let's see here. Do the mass airflow sensors and the O2 sensors, the rear O2 sensors. We'll hit OK. We'll bring those up. So right now you can see mass airflow is 4.26 grams per second. Bank 1 sensor 2 switching 0.7. Bank 2 sensor 2 is 0.64. Let's go to the graph. So here is the mass airflow that I am graphing. So I'm going to do a couple snap throttles. And this thing is really responsive. So that is good. Come down here to combine. We can pick all three of these to graph. So now we have the mass airflow sensor and the O2 sensors, the rear O2 sensors that we are graphing. And again, I'm pretty happy with the response rate. Yeah, so being a cheaper alternative than some of the other scan tools that are out there, this is pretty fast. So I'm happy with that. So if we go back here, we'll just go ahead and end the session. I did have a Jeep that I had. Let's see, let's go back to the main menu. We'll go to the data. I did have a Jeep that came in for a wheel speed sensor code, and I only used this to diagnose the vehicle. And I did take a screenshot. So let's see here. So this is all four. If you look down at the bottom, kind of hard to see. Left front wheel speed sensor, left rear, right front, and right rear. And you can see they are all three of them are following along with each other. The right front, whoops, the right front is not reading until I make, what was I doing? It was a sharp left-hand turn. It was either a sharp right or left-hand turn, I can't remember. But that's when I would start getting a signal on that sensor. So this was, the sensor came as a hub, it came as a whole assembly, so it was a hub, sensor, all that, but it was bad, and I was able to read that. I was able to take a screenshot of it, and I was able to print it up and show it to the customer. So, and to do the before and after. So that was, here's another screenshot that I took of it, if you can see the blip. And I'm not sure what that one is. But you can also go into the Diagnostic Reports. So my Toyota, there it is again. So it does save your reports for you. Here's a Chrysler that I had. And this one had an EGR position sensor circuit high code. And in the ABS it had right front tone wheel performance, anti-lock brake module internal, right front wheel speed sensor signal erratic. That's the one that I did the speed sensor on. So I was able to do the report, tell them that there was also a code in the PCM that needs to be addressed. That is going to be a separate issue than obviously the brake light. So it will do the pre-scans and the post-scans just to show the customers, which I like. But yeah, I mean, obviously it shows I haven't had a lot of time to use it, but I have played around with it a little bit. This will do Volkswagen, Audi oil resets. Okay, it will do, let's see, it will do, I'm pretty sure, the electronic parking brake resets. Obviously it's a code reader. It does have live data stream. It does not have bidirectional controls. Another nice thing that I do like about it, well, I guess it's a good idea, it could be changed a little bit, is you go into the battery voltage right here and it will show you the battery voltage. So it's showing, it's hovering right around 14 volts. Thing I don't like about it, it's not giving me exactly what it is. It's not saying it's 14.3 or 14.5 or whatever. It's just, you know, it's 14. So you kind of have to guesstimate that, you know, obviously if it's not charging, it's going to be down around the 12, which you're going to see it, but I like seeing the precisely what it is. So that is something that I think that they could change. Obviously I did try using this on the wife's Lexus, and it was glitchy. It was not going into the data, so that's something that Launch needs to fix as well. There are some updates that I need to do. I think this is it's for Opel, Seat, Skoda. There is Toyota though, so maybe that was my issue with the wife's car. But I don't currently have internet, so I have to wait for my internet to get turned on. Doesn't turn on until 6:45 in the morning, at least at work. So I will update that. Another nice thing is the readiness monitors for the emissions. So this is nice because it's, you know, plug it right in, Again, you can print up the report for the customers. I always like doing this after I do any kind of check engine light diagnostics, just to show them that they are able to go through the emissions test and that the drive cycle is complete and they are ready to go. So it's nothing like sending a customer down to go get an emissions test only to find out monitors haven't run yet. So it is showing here misfire is completed, fuel system completed, comprehensive component completed, CAT completed, evap, secondary, O2 sensor, and it's showing the ones that aren't supported. And again, you go into the report, gives the IM showing what's completed, what's not supported, and if, yeah, so I do like that. My Launch, I am not able, I'm sure there's probably a way to get it to print. Not my Launch, my Diagon, there's probably a way to get it to print. I know Keith DeFazio knows a way, but I have not figured that out yet. So that is a gripe about that. But when it comes to the bidirectional controls, love the Diagon, or however you want to say it. Love that thing. But this is another good tool for the arsenal. So a couple of the resets, it's not going to be exact for this vehicle because there is no throttle relearn for my vehicle. Let's go in here to oil reset. Let's see what it says. So you do have to come in, pick your vehicle, it will VIN it, manual reset. Find Tundra, I don't know what Tundra 2 is. So it will give you the procedure because there's no way to do it just through this, but you do it up on the instrument cluster and it tells you how. So that is, it's nice to have that info for the ones that are able to reset it through here, through the scan tool or the code reader or whatever. It will do that. Like I said, Mercedes, Audi, those are two that I know for a fact it will do. So yeah, I mean, obviously I need to play around with this some more. This is just, I'm just kind of playing around with it, waiting to go open up the shop right now. Exit back out of this. Tire pressure monitoring reset, airbag reset. If it had the throttle relearn, it does have that. Brake reset. So it's got some resets for the price of this thing. I mean, it's $249. I've paid $240 for pretty much glorified code readers. This is a step above, I would say, a code reader, just because it does have the live data. It goes into all the modules. It has some reset functions. So I think the bang for the buck, this thing's pretty good. Definitely a tool for the arsenal. So we'll see how it works out, and I'll give you guys a further in-depth and maybe try to get this into some videos. But it's pretty fast. You can definitely diagnose with it. At least wheel speed sensors. So the refresh rate is good. I'm happy with that for this being this little thing. Touchscreen is responsive. It does have the auto detect, which is nice. I mean, it's like winning the gambling machine, you know, going to the casino and you're always a winner. Check that out. See, winner. Just something that reminds me of damn casinos. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hey, thanks for watching Cody's Auto Diagnostics. We are signing out. We'll see you guys on the next one.